what happened when I first came home, it was raining pretty good. And I said last year it did the same thing, but I went over to the bridge, underneath the bridge, and the water was leveled off. So I knew it was coming back here again. And so that way I moved my car and moved everything. And then the water, it started coming around from the side of the building from underneath the bridge. And then the next thing I know, it was just like all over the place. Then it started going in the basement and the water shut down, everything was turned off. You know, so that's basically what it was, you know, from the bridge. That's where the water comes from. This is the second time. So I don't know if the water's coming from the airport over. I don't know, but it always starts over there and then it comes over.
So is this a low spot in the borough?
Right. So, well, the water comes down and they stuck new bricks over there, but I don't think that solved it. But when it came, it comes out there first and fills up the bridge, up underneath the bridge, and then that water comes around and it comes over here.
So how deep was it under the bridge?
It was level.
It was up to the top of the bridge?
No, it was, I say about that much.
Okay.
Yeah, from the top.
And that's the Wood Street Bridge?
That's the, yeah, Wood Street Bridge. So once I seen that, I knew it was coming over, because it did it the same thing last year. Because I had a Sebring and it was pretty low, and when it did it last year, it messed my car up. My transmission went out, everything, because it, matter of fact, I tried to get in the car to take it down the street, but the water lifted me up and flipped me around. If it wasn't for Ann Street post, the sign, the back went into there and stopped me from going down in the alley.
That was this time or last year?
That was last year.
Okay.
This time I took my car up top and parked it, you know, because I got another low car. But that's the only thing it does is from that bridge of that water coming down, and that's when that water comes here and does everything here.
So what was your basement? How much water was in your basement?
My basement was filled to the top, and all the water heaters are flipped upside down. The lines broke, you know, so that allowed us not to have no water. So that's what I'm doing now, is letting the water out of the water heaters, flipping them up straight up so that they can stand back up and hook the pipes back in so that we can have water today.
So did the water run down the steps here, or did it come up through the drains?
No, it ran down into this, right down in the steps and filled it up.
Okay.
Right away.
Is there a lot of stuff down there that was damaged?
Well, I had a good bit of stuff down that I'm bringing up now. You know, like Christmas trees, stuff that we had for, you know, just in storage. You know, but I'm getting most of it out now so that I can, because the mud is like that down the bottom, so I got to get that all rinsed back down in the drainage, you know, and I'll be pretty well situated once I get that. Then it'll be back dried up. It'll take a while, but it'll be dried up.
So is it, and did you get any in your first floor?
No, ma'am. We thought it was, you know, because my neighbors, we went down and got them because my brother-in-law, and we brought them up top. But it just went to the door level, that it didn't go in the house, you know. But we brought them up and they stayed up, and we watched it until the rain stopped, and then it started lacking, you know, the water. You could see it like starting to go back down, because it doesn't last long. Yeah. But the one last year, right, I was at work and my wife is like, Dad, the water is all over the place. So when me and my sister-in-law came home, the water was gone. But then it came back up later that night. Okay. It came back up again. So that's what we thought, that it was going to come back again. So I kept the car up top of the hill, but it didn't come back. Yeah.
So it's not from the creek? It's really not from the...
No, ma'am. It's from the bridge.
Okay.
The bridge, I don't know if they have a problem there with the water coming in. And once it comes in and levels off, it starts coming around the side of that building, that place right there. It'll start coming around, and then it comes over and then goes straight down, straight down to the river, you know. So, but I'm pretty well situated in the basement now. Yeah. Because you can see I got the water heater standing up now. Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
4.
I'm Tina Swegert,
And where do you live?
137 Ann Street.
Okay, so what did you see yesterday?
Well, I was coming home from a birthday party in Harrisburg, and we came the back way. We barely got by the Middletown High School, and then we came here, we couldn't get home. Literally, both the bridges were blocked. We ended up managing to go down by Capitol Campus and going over the bridge by the airport. The airport was underwater at LeBrandy's, and then we came down, we parked on the top of the hill on Ann Street and walked down, and we couldn't even get to our house, which is right here, because the water was too swift. We couldn't get back in our house because we live upstairs.
Okay. So did you have some damage here?
We had, the basement was totally underwater. There's a little bit of damage in the back. It didn't go in the front, which was good, but a lot of mud.
Is anything damaged in your basement? Your furnace or water heater?
My water heater, that's the only thing we have down there is a water heater. We converted to electric because I was afraid of this happening.
Okay. Our neighbors?
2 doors down. 2 doors, not this house, but the next house. His place is probably going to be condemned because it knocked down the wall in the basement.
And that just happened in this storm?
Yes.
The one is the one.
Oh, the walk down, and the water was from the red light down to that, almost to the end of the street down here on Ann Street.
And how about
And it literally was up to here, up to my hip, and then within an hour it did go down. And when I left over at my friend's house, it was at my ankles.
How was it across the street over here?
This street over here, the water was coming so fast I couldn't get down the alley. They wouldn't let us down.